video because people just look at you and they cry, actually. No, I'm serious. People cry. They're like, someday it'll happen for you. Someday, maybe, if you're lucky, you'll get struck by lightning. Because at this age, I don't know if anyone will marry you. And then they cry. But no, I'm still single. My dad came to visit me. And I could tell he was trying to be subtle. But he was like, so are you a lesbian? Is that why? So it was really fun to have a conversation with my dad about how I'm not a lesbian. And then he said, well, let's figure this out. So let's figure out what you're doing wrong. It's like, hey Dad, that's awesome. Let's talk about your life. So Dad's dating. And that's really fun to talk to your dad about dating. And he's like, so I took her on a date, and then one thing led to another. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. Why don't you go now? Because you're dating more than I am, and you're old. So that's unfortunate for me. But so I joined Match.com. Yeah, so I do it all the time, like when I've been drinking. So like New Year's Eve one year, I woke up in the morning and found out I'd gotten a year's subscription to Match.com. Apparently I came home from New Year's Eve, I didn't get kissed, I don't know what happened exactly. All I know is one thing led to another, and my credit card was charged a lot of money. And I didn't like get anyone from it. Because you go on these dates, and it seemed like really cool and wonderful, and they might be thinking the same about me too. But then you meet them, and they're like a little different. Like this one guy, I met him for a drink, and he had crazy eyes. Like his eyes were just crazy, and they kept looking everywhere. They popped out, and so I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna be the next girl he kills unless I can get out of it. Because he's like freaking. So I was trying to make up an excuse to leave. And so I remember there's like some reality show that I don't even watch that's like ending that night, and you know on the TV like dun 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 the end. So I told him that I had to do a party, like we were having an end party for this like reality show, like Top Model or something. So I had to go grocery shopping, you know, trying to get out of there. So we're walking out, and he's like, oh, there's a grocery store right there. He's like, I'll go with you when you get your supplies for your party. Which would have been good if I had actual money on me, but I was broke. I had $0. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go in there and I'll lose him. So I'm going through and I'm like getting stuff off the shelves for the party, and like chips, and there's no one at my house. Like, there's no party. So I'm trying to think, okay, I can get like 50 cents. And like there's another quarter in my car, but that's not gonna like buy very many party supplies. So what I did is like, I'm like, you go to that aisle, and I'll go to this aisle, and then we'll meet in the middle. Like because I'm in a time crunch, so you can help me. So then he left, and I left my cart, and I ran. I ran as fast as I could. And he called me later, and I didn't have his caller ID. Like from now on, I know. Like creepy guy, like save his number. So when you know that when creepy guy calls, you don't answer it, but I answered it. And I think he's still going through therapy. And so am I, to be honest, about other things as well. So anyway, but someday maybe I won't be single anymore. I mean, it's possible. Because I hear that they're going to Mars. So if they can do that, like I could get married, right? It's possible, but anyway, thank you, that's all I have.